Welcome to another edition of the Gridiron Report. I'm Jared Johnson, and Texas Tech recently announced two coaching hires. One is a very familiar face, very familiar name in Darcel McBath, former standout safety, who spent the last season as an analyst for Texas Tech's defense, helping some of the defensive backs. He also played a role in recruiting four-star cornerback Bryce Pollock from Mississippi State via the transfer portal this offseason. So that was a big pickup. That's nice to know that a cornerback who worked with Darcel McBath at Mississippi State, that didn't hinder him from coming to Texas Tech. Now, it may have been, of course, money talks, but Darcel McBath at least helped in the recruitment of Pollock, so we know he can do that. He also coached at Washington State. He was at Mississippi State and Washington State under Coach Leach. So he does have Tech ties, and that's kind of beside the point in terms of McBath. Now, it doesn't hurt in my mind that obviously he cares more about Texas Tech than maybe some guy who did not go to school at Texas Tech, star at Texas Tech, and really its heyday, maybe definitely one of the most successful seasons and periods back in 2004 through 2008 when McBath was a star safety at Texas Tech. It doesn't hurt that he might care a little bit more. But to me, it's more about he has experience coaching cornerbacks. He was around the program and obviously endorsed by head coach Joey McGuire in several press conferences. Anybody would listen to him, of course. And just the fact that we know he can recruit some. So he has proven track record with corners, can recruit, knows Texas Tech, loves Texas Tech, knows what's going on in terms of the program right now. So I think that's a very good hire. Now, the other hire is Rob Greene to coach safeties. He is clearly a Shield Wood hire. He worked with Coach Wood at Tulsa. He also has a background coaching defensive backs and safeties at Wofford. Wofford, if you saw new defensive coordinator Shield Wood's introductory press conference, he went into great detail about how much Wofford has meant to him. He played there. He coached there for a long time. He said his dad was the athletic director there. So strong ties with Rob Greene. He has one of his guys in place there in the secondary on defense, a guy who knows Coach Wood's scheme. And I think that's, on paper, these two hires sound really good. And it's such a critical position. I mean, at one point, midway through the season or 2/3 of the way through the season, I wrote a column just on the board. It was a board post, but it was one of those late night frustrated posts and columns where I said, look, the secondary is really the problem with this team this year. And I think it was after they gave up that 17-point lead at TCU with some explosive plays. And the bottom line is the secondary has to be better next season. They brought in new coaches. They brought in new players, highly rated players, more size, more experience, production in the secondary. So now they got to put it all together. But in terms of the hires and what they're trying to accomplish in the secondary, on paper, I am a big fan, and I'm excited to see how it all comes together. But for now, I want to thank you for watching, and until next time.